Toyota think they've delivered the perfect family adventure vehicle and the perfect vehicle for everyday family chaos in the Grand Highlander. The original Highlander, introduced in 2001, and now they have sold 3.3 million of those. The Grand Highlander will be arriving in market soon, and it goes up against vehicles like the Hyundai Palisade and the Ford Explorer. Now, it uses AI to recognize you as an individual and your music settings and your seat settings, and it will be arriving in dealerships shortly. So the Hybrid Max is, of course, the dynamic version of the car that everybody wants to drive. And in Hawaii, there's lots of great roads to drive, but at the same time, there is some good off-roads to drive. And this definitely has the modes to drive it in. In fact, it has multiple driving roads, not just for the Hawaiian off-road areas, but it also has driving modes for snow as well. In fact, it has rock and dirt. It also has mud and sand. It has normal, eco, and sport. And of course, on open roads, you can push the sport mode. The wheels go red on the display in front of you, and you can put your foot down, get a little extra power. Hey Toyota.
What do you want to do?
How many volcanoes does Hawaii have?
According to worldatlas.com, Hawaii has 5 active volcanoes: Haleakala, Hualile, Kilauea, Loihi, and Mauna Loa.
Wow. Not really like anything else in the Toyota family, but still obviously a Toyota. This vehicle looks bold and aggressive, but yet still very distinctive. 20-inch wheels at the maximum, and still trim around the wheels that makes it look off-road worthy. 2 hybrid engines, 1 gasoline engine, and at the same time still looks like you could take this vehicle on an adventure. At the back, 13 extra inches and twin tailpipes in certain configurations, and when you open the trunk, the excitement continues. The third row is where all the magic takes place in this vehicle, because you can sit somebody over 6 foot in this vehicle. In fact, somebody very comfortably 6'2". There is actually 33.5 inches of legroom. How do they measure that? They measure it from the hips here at the back. But that's just a partial story, because there is no lump in the back here, which is taken up by the drivetrain in the middle. So you can actually get 3 people comfortably in the back here. Try doing that in other third row SUVs. But that's just some of the amenities here. There is 3 cup holders here in the back. There is USB ports. There is a lot of headroom. Try sitting some people in the back of other third row SUVs. And they are what's called a pub row in other vehicles, especially in England, where it's just fit for taking people to and from the pub. This has real room for a real road trip. The Grand Highlander has an extra 13 inches at the back of the vehicle versus the regular Highlander, and that is enough room for 7 pieces of carry-on luggage. Now, if you put down the third row, which has a 60-40 split, you have 60 cubic feet of space. Put down the second row, you'll actually get 98 cubic feet of space. That's enough room for all your adventure gear on that great family road trip. Packed with tech and safety on the inside of the Grand Highlander, including a 12.3-inch infotainment screen, huge gauge cluster, as well as 11-speaker JBL sound system. And you can opt in to that facial recognition system as well if you decide to opt up to that system. Plus a load of optional extras, including the fact that you can get the rear heated and cooled seats, plus something that I love on the inside of this vehicle. You can actually hide a tablet in the center console, a 13-inch tablet. Now that's really cool.
I'm Nick Miles.